Coming up, who was protesting on the Boston Common this weekend?
And how you can register for the next Boston Marathon.
All that and more today, Tuesday, November 9th. Good morning, Emerson. I'm Caroline Reese.
And I'm Danielle Fineza.
What a time to be in Boston. So much happened this weekend.
Yeah, it was a very busy weekend, so we're going to go ahead and jump right into our top stories.
And that is right, Danielle. Two opposing sides took to the Boston Common last Sunday for a COVID-19 rally. Dozens of protesters with countering viewpoints gathered in the Common to protest mask mandates and vaccination requirements. 2 people were arrested on site. The protest was organized by Refounding Fathers Coalition and Super Happy Fun America. No buildings were damaged, and many local college students, including us here at Emerson, remained safe and protected.
If you're hoping to race in next year's Boston Marathon, you can start registering now. Registration opened yesterday, and any athlete who has achieved a valid qualifying time can submit an application to the Boston Athletic Association online. Times recorded from September 1st, 2019 to this Friday, November 12th will be considered. The 126th Boston Marathon will be next Patriots Day, April 18th, 2022. Registration will close this Friday.
Emerson College's Visual and Media Arts program once again was included on RAP Top 50's film school list, taking the number 6 slot. This is a jump from Emerson's ranking 15 in 2020. One alum highlighted in the ranking was Eric Messerschmidt, who worked on the film Mank. Eric won his first Academy Award for Best Cinematography. Other highlights included TV legend Norman Lear and Bob Newhart giving Emerson students virtual classroom visits. Emerson's new Emerging Media Lab and Directing Studio in the Paramount Center this year also received praise.
Students in Dorchester are returning to school after their principal was attacked last week. Principal Patricia Lampron was punched and knocked unconscious by a student at Henderson Inclusion School last Wednesday. That student is currently facing assault charges in juvenile court. School was canceled last Thursday and Friday following the attack. Grades 2 through 6 returned yesterday, and grades 7 through 12 head back to the classroom today. Boston police will maintain a presence outside the school until further notice.
There's a new film that just hit box office this weekend, and it just so happens to be directed by 2 Emerson alum. PJ McCabe and Jim Cummings were friends from the moment they started their college journey in the Little Building. McCabe, a theater major, and Cummings, a film major. After graduating college, the 2 decided to keep making projects together and soon form a writing partnership. In 2018, they came up with the newly released film, The Beta Test. Years of work went into creating this movie, and both couldn't be more excited to see it become a reality. They described The Beta Test to be a gender-fluid mix, including both romance and comedy. McCabe says, there are people you're going to want to make lasting relationships with, learn to work with, and grow through experiences with. Don't be afraid to make weird projects and different things with different people, because they are the ones you could be working for the rest of your life.
Emerson's staff union is calling for an end to the college's hiring freeze. Many of Emerson's departments are currently operating at a quarter or less of their pre-pandemic levels. This as our student population increases, leaving many staff members feeling overworked. The union distributed information outside of the dining hall last week, urging students to follow and support their efforts on social media. This is the staff union's second call for support from college administrators, which they have yet to receive. The first came after several of their negotiating benefits were removed during the pandemic.
And now Carlee Bronkema will be filling us in for our usual politics correspondent, Madison Goldberg. What do you have for us today, Carlee?
Thank you, Caroline and Danielle. Now, here's what Emersons need to know about the world of politics. The House of Representatives passed President Biden's bipartisan infrastructure bill. The $1 trillion deal aims to create more job opportunities and update bridges, roads, and other structures across the country. This is a huge milestone in Biden's presidency as his term began amid the COVID-19 pandemic that had a massive impact on public health and the economy. In October, the U.S. economy reported 531,000 new jobs. 13 House Republicans and 19 GOP senators voted in its favor. It was announced Monday that Michaeil Wu will be sworn in as Boston's next mayor on November 16. The House of Representatives passed President Biden's bipartisan infrastructure bill. The $1 trillion deal aims to create more job opportunities and update bridges, roads, and other structures across the country. This is a huge milestone in Biden's presidency as his term began amid the COVID-19 pandemic that had a massive impact on public health and economy. In October, the U.S. 19 GOP senators in its favor. On Monday, former President Barack Obama spoke at the United Nations Climate Change Conference, denouncing former President Trump and the Republican Party for actively undoing legislation passed under his own administration that worked to combat climate change. Obama said that, quote, "My successor decided to unilaterally pull out of the Paris Agreement in his first year in office. I wasn't real happy about that." The primary focus of Obama's speech remained on the need to take climate action research and work towards combating the long-term effects of climate change. That is all for politics from me. Back to you two at the desk.
Thank you so much, Carlee. So, Caroline, daylight savings started this weekend.
Oh, it sure did, and I'm sure that you're feeling it just as much as I am right now. Well, Sam DeCoste is joining us with more about how people are adjusting to this. Sam?
It's that time of the year again. Daylight saving time is over. The U.S. turning the clocks back over the weekend. Now, Bostonians are really happy with the extra hour of sleep on Sunday morning, but they're not looking forward to the dark winter days coming ahead. The clocks officially fell back at 2 a.m. on Sunday morning, marking the return to standard time. It also marked the earliest sunset in Boston since March 14th. The sun set at 4:30 p.m. on Sunday night. The days will get shorter every day up until the winter solstice on December 21st.
Yeah, it's really a mixed bag because obviously the days ending sooner, getting darker sooner is I don't like. I like to be outside. I like to do stuff. So sunsetting earlier, not a big fan of. But it is a little lighter out in the morning when you wake up, which sometimes makes things easier.
Not all states in the U.S. recognize this time change. Hawaii, parts of Arizona, and many U.S. territories do not turn the clocks back at all, and many states want to eliminate daylight saving time altogether. That would require federal approval.
I don't know. I've never lived without it. I mean, so I can't speak to it, but I definitely think if it means longer for the sun to be out there longer throughout the day, I think it's worth it. But again, I couldn't tell unless we experience it. So that's sort of my take on it right now.
For many Americans, the countdown to daylight savings has already begun. We turn the clocks ahead on March 13th next year, a mere 123 days away. While many states are looking to do away with changing the clocks, standard time is here to stay, for now. From Boston, Sam DeCoste. Good morning, Emerson.
Thank you, Sam.
When we come back, Maximo Lawlor is joining us with your 5-day forecast. Stay with us.
Fast-forward rewind was all I had. What is this? It's a call for help. So, will you? Yes! Yes! 1,000 times yes!
Catch Fast Forward Rewind right here on the Emerson channel.
Your one-stop shop for all things orientation.
Come see our shows live at 7 o'clock all of next week.
Can't wait to see you there! See ya!
Welcome to the first annual MTV Games selection process. Patent pending. We are not liable. I will be selecting our tribute. Mike Cantalupo.
I volunteer. I volunteer as tribute.
No! Shut up! Shut up! Look at me! Look at me! I am the captain now! Shut up! Watch MTV Games. We have fun here. Hey there, I'm Jamie Sanders, and you are watching MTV Games, the commercial. We're going to tell you what MTV Games is in this commercial after this commercial break. Wait a minute. No, wait. I haven't told them what it is yet.
Welcome back to Good Morning Emerson.
Now, we've had some real gorgeous sunny fall days here in Boston this week. Fingers crossed we can expect them to stick around, Maximo?
Well, we can expect them to stick around for the most part. We might see a little bit of moisture later in the week, but we'll get to that a little later. But let's focus on today. Today, we will be in the lower 60s for our high, and we'll start to see more cloud builds up in the evening, lows in the mid to high 40s. And then Wednesday, we see a little 60-40 moment. Should be sunny and clear all day, though. But let's take a look at Veterans Day. That's this Thursday. Should be pretty nice outside, sunny for most of the day. And then we'll start to see some cloud buildup in the evening. Highs in the mid-50s and lows in the mid-40s. Friday, we might find ourselves with some moisture yet again. We had a pretty good stretch of time, actually, without some of that measurable rain. Last time we had that was on Halloween. But rain is likely, 70% chance, highs in the lower 60s and lows in the lower 50s. And when we get to the weekend, we may see a little bit of that rain lingering around Saturday morning. Slight chance, 40% to be exact there. But as the day goes on, it should be clearing up a bit. Highs in the upper 50s, lows in the lower 40s. But that's weather. Enjoy your guys' week.
Thank you so much for that, Maximo.
Now, the winter sports season is in full swing here at Emerson. Jillian Kay is joining us with an update on all of your favorite teams.
Thanks, Danielle. Last week, we waved goodbye to fall sports, and this week, we're saying hello to the winter season. First up, women's basketball took down Gordon 81-58 on Saturday. Leading the offensive was freshman forward Devin Hill, who scored 20 points. Following closely behind was Ava Salty with 11. Carla Polino dominated the defensive boards, racking 7 rebounds, and Ella Bushy flew under the radar with 4 steals and 5 assists. This was a strong start to the Lions season as they look to shut down Suffolk tonight at 7 p.m. The game is happening in Suffolk's home gym, and fans are calling it the Battle of the Boston Common. So take a walk across the park and cheer on your Lions. They have an open spectator policy, meaning anyone can attend regardless of vaccination status. However, masks are required throughout the entire event. While the women were working hard on the court this weekend, the men's basketball team was preparing for their first game of the season this week. Tonight, the Lions are traveling to Andover, Mass. To take on Merrimack. While Emerson lies in Division III, Merrimack sits in Division I. And despite this gap in rankings, the Lions are looking to secure a non-conference win. And for those of you patiently waiting for a home game, the wait is almost over. This Thursday, Emerson is hosting Nichols at 6:30 p.m. in the Bobby Brown Gym. So tune into tonight's live stream and fill the bleachers on Thursday to get your men's basketball fix. On another note, it's No Shave November. And I bet you're wondering, what exactly does this have to do with sports? Well, Emerson Men's Lacrosse announced on Monday they will be growing mustaches in support of the Dan Hollis Foundation. Hollis was a member of the lacrosse team before his tragic death in 2019. During his time at Emerson, he wore the number 27. Now the current men's team is dedicated to growing out their facial hair until they raise $2,700 for Hollis's foundation. But what's inspiring them to participate in this hairy movement? Something Dan said in his final year. He said, quote, "Always be true to yourself and be who you want to be, regardless of what others think." If you would like to make a donation to the Daniel J. Hollis Foundation, Visit danieljhollisfoundation.org/donate today. That's all for sports. Danielle and Caroline, back to you.
Thank you, Jillian.
Now, when we come back, Berk Tanyel fills us in on what's trending. You don't want to miss this.
And when I arrive at my destination, I am gonna kill Bill.
What? Oh! Okay, cutting. Sorry, can we get some of this?
Where in God's name is the gaffer's tape?
Hi, I'm Nate.
And I'm Casey, and we're the National Broadcasting Society.
Come out to some of our weekly workshops, or work on some of our sets.
Explore the bigger picture with NBS.
We'll see you there.
All right, let's get another take. Camera, sound.
Hi, I'm Mary Malloy, the host of Speechless, and you're watching the Emerson channel.
Welcome back. Now we're heading over to Berk Tanyel with what's trending.
Hi, I'm Berk Tanyel from Good Morning Emerson.
Thank you so much. There was technical difficulties with what's trending, but check it out on our YouTube later.
Yeah, so that is all we have for you today. Thank you for tuning in with us on this morning.
Thank you so much. We'll see you this time next week. Have a great day.
Was releasing music.